Hello, founders. I have some exciting news for you. I am going to become the world's first YouTube angel investor. That might not totally be true. That's a little clickbaity. And I'm sure there are a lot of other angel investors that are on YouTube and a lot of investors that have got YouTube channels. I see them all over the place. I'm learning from them myself. You're probably subscribed to a bunch of them, but I'm going to take all my YouTube ad revenue. I don't think anybody's ever done this before, and I'm going to invest it into founders here on this channel as a part of this community, my subscribers. And I'm doing this first and foremost as a thank you and appreciation because I wouldn't be in the position that I am in exactly today if it wasn't for all of you out there who supported this channel. My heart can't thank you enough. Like I said, from the bottom of my heart, it's because of all of you. And that's the reason I've been doing this. I've actually been thinking about doing something like this for quite some time now, but I never thought I could actually get monetized. I never thought that YouTube would make me money. And I'm going to show you based on these analytics, I'm going to show you everything. And by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to apply so that you could possibly be considered for an angel investment from me. I'm going to explain to you all the support. It's not just going to be money. It's going to be a little bit of money, not a lot of money, but it's going to be smart money. And we're going to help you raise that first $100,000 or whatever you're trying to raise in the friends, family, associates, early stage. Stick around. You're really going to like this. Before we continue, my name is Ed Kang. If we've met before, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, I'm a 7-time funded founder with 2 exits. That's just a fancy way of saying I failed a bunch of times. And some people have kind of gotten annoyed with me always saying that's a fancy way. I failed a bunch of times. But it's true. I have no other way to say it. I've learned more from my failures than I have my successes, and that's why I do this. That's why I'm a startup advisor. I have this channel for your benefit because I want all of you to learn from my catastrophic mistakes. Not to say you're not going to make mistakes, you are, but I'm going to try to make your life a little bit easier and show you that failure is not fatal when it comes to startups as long as you learn from them and we work together. We're part of a community. We learn from each other. We can do this together. If you're here from the startups.com community, thank you so much for your support. It's amazing. This has been a wild ride. It's been great so far. While you're all here, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube thing. Everything always helps. And let me know what you think about this type of content. And I love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to adjust and get you what you want to see right from here. Now, let's talk about how this is going to work. I got monetized on YouTube about March 15th. Take a look. Oh, March 12th is when I made my first money on YouTube. March 14th, there, I made $1.42. Shows you what you can do after years and years of trying to get monetized. And then here we go. I've been making money since. And then there's been this big dip. You see this big blank where I have no videos published? That's when I've been sick. By the way, thank you so much for your support. All the people who've been worried about me. It was a really rough time being sick. Didn't know what was wrong with me. It turns out I might have had a mini heart attack and I might have heart damage, and they're still testing out, but I feel great. I got high blood pressure. They're managing all those things. I get this new lease on health. So everything is working out fine, but I just got to slow it down and I got to work on a few things as far as my health is concerned. But as I said, I appreciate all your support. What happens is this blank space, I was out of commission, so I was making the minimum amount of money, but I came roaring back. Here's what's happening, and check it out. I had one of my best days. I made like $12 in one day, and here I am. Everything's trending upward. Now, if you look here, here we go. This is it. This is the latest date here. Monday, September 30th. I'm recording this on October 1st. There's a bit of lag. I made $11. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for your submissions when it comes to your startups. And by the time I select the startups, whatever I've made, I will give you visual confirmation. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to write you a check, and it'll be for a safe note as an angel investor. And I'm going to say, here you go. On top of which, I'm going to give you a free accelerator membership at startups.com. I partner with startups.com. Will, the CEO there, has been super supportive of what's been going on here on YouTube. And like I said, if you join here from startups.com, you're already part of the community. I'll explain to you how that works. You get an advantage here, so stick around. But I'm going to write you that check real time, and I'll show you once we pick who we're going to invest in. I'm going to say, all right, here's what I made. Here's the check. And I'm looking for founders that are willing to come onto this channel. It's one of the prerequisites, and have a conversation with me. And we're going to talk about what it takes, what you've been doing. And I'm going to give confirmation to everybody out there that indeed I'm following through on my commitments. Now, if it just so happens it takes a month or something, or another month or two to decide who's going to get that investment, well, the pot is going to just increase from there, and the amount of dry powder that I have will go into you. It's not a lot of money. I recognize that. I know you're out there and you're trying to raise $10,000, $20,000, $200,000. I'm going to tell you right now, it's the smartest money that you're going to receive. Not a lot, but there's going to be an exponential value because I'm going to be your advisor. I'm going to be your coach for the next year. And if you're successful in raising, I'm going to extend it again and I'm going to keep working with you for another year. And who knows, maybe we'll go unicorn together. Maybe we'll be thick as thieves, two peas in a pod, whatever metaphor you want to use. And we're going to ride this gravy train all the way home. But I'm going to tell you something here. I'm not looking for the best bet like an investment fund. You've heard me talk about this all the time. I do not have LPs. This is not money that is given to me by an LP, a limited partner, and say, invest it for me and I need a return. This is money that I've made on YouTube. This is my revenue. I'm bootstrapping my fund, if that's the way you want to describe it. And I'm so grateful. I want to reinvest that and I'm going to write that check. And if I never see the return again, that's going to be okay because there's going to be so much value in what we do, what we learn together. And that, again, goes back to the prerequisite. You have to be willing to participate in the community. What I'm looking for are founders that are willing to put in the work. I don't care where you are. If you're that type of founder and you just have a dream, you've got a sparkle in your eye and you've got this crazy idea and you can line things up and you've got all the other steps that are needed and you're ready to take those steps, well, I'm going to walk those steps with you. But I need an application process. I need a way to filter through all the founders because you can imagine how many founders contact me on a daily basis. How many founders contact startups.com and eventually contact me on a daily basis saying, I need money, I need this, you need to help me with that, introducing me to investors. And that's not the type of founder that I'm looking to work with. I'm looking to work with the relentlessly resourceful founder that I can collaborate with and we can do a partnership and show everybody else that raising early stage money is possible if we use these tools and you can live your dreams because I believe startups are the future. Founders are the future entrepreneur. Founders and creators, but I think every creator needs to act like a founder and every founder needs to act like a creator. And that's part of the investment thesis that we're going to be exploring here together on this channel. So by now you're thinking, Ed, how do I apply? Let's just get to the good stuff. How do I apply? Well, if you've seen one of my recent videos, I unveiled this. This is my startup early stage funding canvas. This is a tool that I created as I was watching all these founders flail and struggle with all the things that have to go into a fundraise, especially as early stage founders. So I took all the lessons, I said, let's create a tool. This has been inspired by the business model canvas and the lean startup canvas. Hey, go with what works and make it simple. That's what I say. Let's not reinvent the wheel, but take a look at what is happening here. And every single stage, every single box represents a different step that we need to work together. You may have already done these stages, but we need to refine on how we're going to communicate those to investors. And that is founder problem fit, problem solution fit, founder market fit, product market fit, and founder investor fit. Eventually, we need to find the investors that fit with you. And that starts off with me fitting with you. Maybe call it founder advisor fit. I don't know. Let's come up with that term. But do we fit together and can we work with each other? And can you find those investors that take a look at what you're doing and recognize that? And I believe this tool is going to help you communicate with investors that much more. You are going to get instructions. That's the reason you have to be a subscriber here because I'm going to come out with update videos explaining how to do this. In a little bit, I'm going to release a full course on this early stage funding canvas, every step. And you're going to work through that. And then you're going to send me a PowerPoint with one slide for each one of these boxes. I'm not looking for a usual pitch deck. We have enough information out there. We have enough pitch decks, but I can't really understand your potential and what you're willing to do just on pitch deck alone. Eventually, we're going to work on the pitch deck together. Don't worry about that. I need to know what you're doing to get there and how you're working this funding canvas to meet your goals, get that traction, create that story, hone your unique value proposition, automate, do things that don't scale, eventually get to scale. And we're going to show all that to investors. We're going to do this together, but I need you to apply. I need you to show me that you're the type of founder that can be relentlessly resourceful and tell me what you plan to do with this early stage funding canvas. And then I'll go into due diligence and eventually we're going to pick the winner and we're going to have conversations. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me tell you this. If you apply and you go through all these steps, it's like a YC application. Just by doing it, you're going to be a better founder. I believe that there are going to be a lot of founders that aren't going to get selected for that investment, but have the ability to raise, and that probability of raising that early stage round is going to exponentially increase because you're using this tool. So do it anyway. Don't just think to yourself, oh, you know what? I don't even want to apply. Do it just like YC. Most of the time, you're not getting in unless it's your second or third. There's very rare instances. I happen to get the interview on my first application, which is total humble brag, but I have applied with other founders and I have applied with other ventures and I haven't gotten in. That's the reason just going through the process and the motion is going to help you. It's going to be beneficial. If you are already a member of startups.com, you are not precluded from this. You are going to have proximity with me because we're in a community together, and I'm going to have sessions where I'm going to coach everybody through this and we will work on it together. So by the fact that you are in the community already gives you an advantage, not an unfair advantage, but I want to reward you for making that commitment, joining startups.com and hanging out with me. That to me is extremely appreciated, and you should be returned that appreciation. There you have it. Get ready. More videos are coming. I'm going to link the videos down in the description below, the other ones that you want to watch, and I'll continue to communicate with everybody. You'll see how to apply. The application is going to be open very soon. As soon as I get my team ready, I do these videos. This is kind of a half-baked potato. I'm going to be honest with you. It's an MVP, just like every startup. It could be something. This could go on to be a unicorn funding model, or it could be nothing. And a year from now, I'm like, learned some good lessons and we had some fun along the way. Who knows where this goes, but we're going to try it out. If we don't try, well, what are we doing here? We're startup founders. Let's do it together. Hang out here. I got some other videos on the screen that you're going to check out and put it there that you can watch to learn about this funding model canvas. And I will see you in the next video.